The land down under has never been easier to reach. United Airlines has more flights between the U.S. and Australia than any other U.S. airline, so you can fly nonstop to destinations like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Explore dazzling cities, savor the very best of Aussie cuisine, and get up close and personal with the wildlife. Who doesn't want to hold a koala? Go to united.com/Australia to book your adventure.
From the Gator Framework Studio in Music City, it's the Dining at Disney podcast.
You know the thing about good food, it brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney park enthusiast, foodie, and travel expert.
And I'm Al John Go, longtime Disney, Marvel, Star Wars fan and podcaster. And I am still working my way through The Acolyte. I'm still working my way through it. I've been falling asleep, but I'm still working my way through it. That's all I can say. Oh, there you go. You're not a fan, are you?
The internet's boyfriend. It's not a big deal.
For the visually impaired.
And I'm Kat, experiential producer, film historian. Might as well be walking on the sun. It is so hot here in Southern California. Welcome to the show. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell.
And now I'm going to have that song in my head.
You're welcome. It's because we talked about Smash Mouth on the last episode.
So good. Anyway.
Speaking of music, I did forget to say something last show. Is on Wednesday, I will be going to the New Kids on the Block. Paula Abdul, DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Okay, so I don't want to ruin it for you. I want you to tell me what you think afterwards. But my mother said that they had to bring out oxygen for Paula Abdul during the show.
Oh, no.
Seriously?
Uh-huh. So I'm interested in what kind of experience you have, because apparently it was very weird when my mother went.
Oh, we're going to have to look that up on YouTube.
Yeah, because she dances.
She dances a lot.
Singing.
She dances
Oh, yeah.
a hell of a lot. And I've seen, I follow her because her TikTok is great. And she still does it in spurts. But, during American Idol, she had to take a lot of medicines and different things like that. She was battling a lot of stuff. And so... And her set is not as long as it used to be, so she's literally doing a condensed, this is Paula's greatest hits album, in 30 minutes, right? So, gosh, and she was the queen. I remember Paula's American Music Award performance where she kicked off, I guess, her third record or something, or second record. And she just literally did a medley of all of her hits and was diving off of platforms and doing all kinds of stuff. It was must-see TV. Anytime Paula was on TV, it was must-see.
She, as a teenager, she was my idol. I loved to dance. And what my thing was in my early teens, I was like, when I grow up, I'm going to be Paula Abdul. I'm going to be a choreographer and all of that. That is what I totally wanted to do.
Well,
so I had posters of Paula Abdul in my room because, she was my idol.
You want to hear a true confession? I've never told anybody, even you, Kristen.
And now you're going to tell everybody listening to the podcast?
I'm going to tell the world now. When I was growing up, I went to Sam Goody and got a Paula Abdul poster, and it was in my room for the longest time. So there you go.
I even did my hair like Paula Abdul.
Oh, did you?
With
really?
The bangs, and how you pull the sides up and do the little scrunchie, and oh yeah.
The Forever Your Girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, they did say to wear neon shirts, so I'm like, okay, now I got to get online and find myself a cool neon shirt to wear because it's gonna be hot.
Yeah. Sorry, we're taking you back all the way back, Kat.
I love it. I'm so jealous. It was too expensive to go to New Kids here. It was like over $200.
Oof.
And
Wow.
I didn't even pay that to see Justin Timberlake for 2 nights. So I was like, no.
Oof. Well, I can
That's
tell
crazy.
you, when you took me to the mixtape tour to see what was it, Debbie Gibson and New Kids, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Debbie Gibson, New Kids, and was it Backstreet too?
No, that
was
was Tiffany,
Tiffany, Debbie,
Salt
and
and Pepper, and Naughty by Nature.
Mm.
Yeah, that was legit. That
Oh,
was legit.
I was when I saw that like Salt and Pepper and Naughty by Nature were on the list. I was like, oh yeah,
Gotta do it.
I knew about that.
Every year when they do the mixtape tour, they put out a new song that Donnie Wahlberg produces and writes, and it's a banger. Like, he's producing great music. I mean, he's got good pop sensibility. So kudos to you, buddy.
Hey, maybe he'll get back into that since Blue Bloods is
Over. Oh, he could devote his time to writing a New Kids album instead of just singles every year.
They just put out a new album, didn't
Yeah.
I thought they put out a single. I didn't realize it was a full
They
album.
put a new album.
Oh,
out.
no. Well, good for Donnie. Good for the boys. So our pop culture discussion takes us there. And Kat, what do we have on tap? What are we talking about this week?
Oh, we're talking about ice cream because it's summer, it's hot. We need to just imagine being able to cool down, even if it's unrealistic. Let's jump in.
And
We've got a top 10. It's
Top 10.
10.
Oh my goodness me. We have a top 10.
As Stacy would say, these are the must-dos.
Oh, we've never told Kat.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So at one point, there's video footage somewhere in our house of me doing my own version of like being Stacy in the parks.
Yes.
We actually,
And it was my own like.
these were my Disney must-dos. We do the must-dos. Let's go higher, buddy. These are the must-dos. It's funny through the years because we used to collect those Disney DVDs, the trip planning DVDs, where Stacy was on every one of them for like 15 years. She was on them, but you could gradually see where Stacy started, and they started splicing in the new footage. And
You didn't, those weren't the ones they sent out. Stacy's ones were the ones in the resort. She did the resort
she did
ones.
the resort. Okay, she did resort TV. Okay, well, at any rate. And somewhere we actually have Stacy's autograph to WDW Tiki Room, our old podcast.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in this house. I don't know where it is, but I should frame it and put
An
it.
Icon, a legend.
She is an
She
icon.
is the moment.
She is. She's the GOAT. And the thing is that she, over time, her style changed. So she went from, being Stacy at the very beginning, young and everything, and then she slowly turned into the school teacher, Stacy.
The clothing they picked for her because of the fact she's short.
Very petite.
Like, I love how you say petite, and I just put it out there short. I say short. I'm short. So I can call other short people short because I am short. So yes,
but they put oversized clothes on her.
Oh, and it looks awful because then it makes you look really like compacted.
It's a blob riding Disney rides.
We do love Stacey.
It's not good. I was like, whoever styled her should have been fired.
We were always trying to get Stacey on our podcast, but we never were able to. For whatever reason, I think things just didn't line up ever. And then by the time we knew it, the show was over. So, but anyway, cheers to Stacy and the must-dos and Kristen's forever lost video. I don't know where that is. It's probably in a hard drive somewhere. But anywho,
In the vault.
it's in the vault. It's in the vault along with Walt's brain.
Whenever life gives us time, we will.
Whatever life gives you, Stacy.
We will find many things that have been recorded over the years.
When life gives you pineapple, you'll make Dole Whip.
Yes.
Kat, why don't you talk about these increases?
Okay, let's talk about some news. What are we talking about? Price increase first, or increase of pass holder discounts?
Pass holder discounts, yes.
All right, so pass holder discounts. If you are a Walt Disney World pass holder, you might want to think about taking a trip to Disney Springs this summer, because Morimoto Asia is offering a 20% discount for lunch for July and August.
Awesome.
So that's the rest of this month and most of next, if not all. Yes, all of next up to September 1st. They made a post saying annual pass holders can enjoy 20% discount on food and beverage offering Morimoto Asia weekday lunch service. From Asian salads and fresh sushi combos to poke bowls and crispy katsudon, there's something for everyone. The lunch window is from 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Amazing.
I'll tell
If you've listened to this show before, you know my thoughts on this place. But the photos always look great. So if you're into it, definitely go.
In for the food, not in for the service.
I would definitely go and do lunch there, because if you're there during lunch, it's when it's really just starting to get that hot humidness, and you can go and for lunch get like Kat said, something like a salad, a poke bowl, sushi. They're all like light. It's not something hot or heavy. Like I like this. I like 20% off, and you know what? I'll get some beer with it.
Yeah, get some
sake.
Yes, or you could be like me and get the Asian wings and get yourself. Yeah, you could get yourself some Sapporo, which is there you go.
We have soju we need to drink.
Oh, we do have soju we need to drink. Yes. I
Maybe
know what's
tonight.
in my future.
Maybe tonight.
It's a school night.
It's not that much.
Not that much soju? Like half a bottle of soju?
They're small bottles of soju.
Oh, do it.
Come on.
Do it.
Okay.
All right, Kat, sorry. Continue, please.
No, that's it.
Oh, okay. And now, Kristen, we have the menu updates for this week.
Yes. Over at Magic Kingdom.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait.
Okay.
Breaking news.
Oh.
Like 4 days ago, because I forgot to say it the last show. Hush puppies are back, baby.
Yay.
Columbia Harbor House has brought back the hush puppies. If they were gone due to supply chain oversight, who knows? But they heard our cries. They got our letter, and they're back. Okay, now tell us the rest. Go.
I was going to say,
I have to wonder if Tony Casanova sent in another letter.
No, all of his
complaining
emails go into the X file.
Can you?
Yeah.
But I have to
Meatball file.
that file.
Oh, that file. Well, the file is as big as the black hole. Yeah, you just put it in there. It's like, oh, Tony Casanova, delete.
Into the meatball file.
the junk mail folder.
I would love to read what he's like complained about.
I mean, we're friends with Tony, so we can say that. But
Yes, we love Tony.
Oh, yes. I mean, he jokes about that they probably don't read his emails because
probably
he
don't.
said,
They probably set up a
so
rule.
many.
They probably set up a rule in their inbox to make sure that it all goes into the X file. I used to do that a lot, y'all. I guess I still do that. But anyway, well, I'm glad Hush Puppies are back because you can't have the Harbor House seafood without having some gosh darn Hush Puppies.
You gotta have it.
I mean, it's a staple. Come on. Anyway, so menu updates. Kristen, go ahead.
Yes, Sleepy Hollow. They removed the sweet and spicy chicken waffle sandwich, the fruit waffle sandwich, funnel cake with strawberries and powdered sugar. And so now you have the Mickey waffle with berries and cream, Mickey waffle with chocolate hazelnut spread and bananas. Mickey waffle with sweet and spicy maple chicken. Funnel cake with chocolate hazelnut spread, bananas, and whipped cream. Red, white, and blue funnel cake. Side of bananas, side of berries. And funnel cake with berries, powdered sugar, and whipped cream.
I feel like we talked about this, did we not?
We talked
Yeah.
some of it, yeah.
Okay. I'm getting deja vu, and the look on Kat's face was like, I know we've talked about this.
The Liberty Square Market has a red, white, and blue slushie. Did we talk about this already?
I feel like we've talked about this already.
Okay, then let's...
No, some of these are new. The ones for 4th of July aren't.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I remember we talked about the frozen Bayou lavender lemonade being added at like multiple places.
Oh, maybe that was when I was away.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm just getting deja vu. I feel like we've read these.
Cinnamon oat milk crumble.
Yes. If you're hearing this on the live video show, we're not editing this. If you're listening to this on the audio podcast, we are editing this out because we're not going to talk about it. Let's just move on.
Okay.
This one is from July 1st, so maybe you guys did this last week.
I think we may have done some updates. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, here we are talking about some other cool stuff.
No, wait.
Is it time?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Cue Aljon. Yes, Kat.
So sorry, I found the one from today. So I have the updated one. I'll put it in the thing.
Great. Let's hey y'all, we're doing this. We don't edit it. We're doing it live to tape, y'all. We'll do that after the break. Gang, it is travel season. And what are you waiting for? Book your Walt Disney World trip or Disneyland Resort trip right now with Kristen and take advantage of some upcoming deals because you want to go during the fall season. You want to go again. And Kristen's got an amazing deal for you this week. Kristen, what is it?
You can save on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels this fall as well as this holiday season. If you're looking to travel during the holiday season, you'll save up to 30% for most nights, November 24th to December 25th. And if you are looking to travel in the fall, October 6th through November 21st, if it's going to be a Sunday to a Thursday, you will save on that. Now, if you decide that you want to add tickets to your room and do a package, you can. And if you do 4 days or more, you get free park hopper.
Ah, the return of the air horn.
I love anything that's free.
If it's free, it's me.
Yes, I'm all about free and like saving money.
That's right. Well, you're in the right business, aren't you?
Yes. And you know what? What's funny is I get just as excited saving money for somebody else as I do for myself. I'm like, look, I just found this deal.
You find good deals. I mean, that's inherent, but also you get to spend other people's money because you're booking trips and doing everything you love and you're not paying for it. It's like, I'm trip planning for other people. And this is great because you're doing what you love. I mean, that's what I call passion. You turn your passion into a career. That's awesome. Anyway.
Yes.
But
you know what? You can also, the other thing is, especially if you have teenagers, I think doing Disney and a few days at Universal is like the way to go. Because teenagers, they love those thrill rides. I mean, most. I mean, I don't know too many teenagers that are like, no, I don't want to go on a roller coaster.
That's true.
You know, like I just never grew
except for
out
Kat.
of that stage.
Except for Kat.
I never. Well, she's got, unless you have motion sickness.
She's the exception to the rule.
Yes, but she's also not a teenager, is she?
No, that's true.
When I was a teenager, I didn't want to do it.
Hey, look, when I was a teenager, I didn't like roller coasters at all, except for some wimpy ass stuff. But then, I got married and grew a set, and now I'm doing all kinds of really cool roller coasters. I was afraid of heights, man. So
I never outgrew that love of thrill rides.
no, you're an adrenaline junkie. That's
Gosh,
what your deal is.
Yeah, there's not a ride that you can't get me on. At least, yes.
Yeah, I have very mild motion sickness. Plus, I also have kidney stones. Not a good thing. But anyway, I digress. Let's save people some money, Kristen.
Well, that's why I'm telling them
Go ahead.
Yes, they can save some money by contacting me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com, and you can do your Disney, your Universal, and your cruises. Because Christmas time is a good time for some river cruises through the German and the European Christmas markets. I'm just putting it out there for anybody who's thinking about it.
Hit the email address one more time for everybody.
themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
All right. Now, Kat has got the updates for all the menus. What say you, Kat?
From this week. So, as I said before, Hush Puppies are back. We love to see it.
Sorry.
Over at Epcot, the Festival Favorites booth is now open. This spot has cheese stuffed arepas with chicken and avocado, and a coconut tres leches cake on the menu. Joffrey's World Discovery has added the awesome lemonade, a salted caramel mudslide cold brew. Okay.
Ooh.
And the iced pistachio latte, which is very good.
Yeah.
I want that. I love
Very good.
It's pistachio. I love it.
Yeah, it's very good. Over at oh my God, I'm gonna do it every time for the rest of my life. Disney Springs at Sprinkles, they have added a caramel cornflake and pretzel cookie parfait.
Okay.
A red velvet and marshmallow cookie parfait.
Uh-huh.
A chocolate chip and peanut butter cookie parfait. The s'mores cupcake, the banana cream pie cupcake, the caramel macchiato, Christmas cookie cupcake, and just cookie cupcake.
They're a little ahead of Christmas.
Christmas in July, baby.
It's all good. I tell you, there's nothing there at Sprinkles I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over at Gideon's, the orange pecan chocolate chip cookie, the lemon poppy crumb cookie, and the mocha orange nitro cold brew have been added. I assume you guys talked about Flavors of Florida while I was away.
Yes, we did.
Okay. They also have Flavors of Florida, but go back and listen to that episode.
Yes.
We just mentioned Morimoto Asia's 20% off for lunch. Chicken Guy has added a Korean barbecue sandwich.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I hope there's some Flavor Town in that one.
And how? World Premiere Food Court has added a lemon blueberry cheesecake. Oh, I'm into this. Cruise Cup Lounge has added a house-made chips with black garlic aioli.
Ooh, I like it.
A cheese and charcuterie board.
Mm,
A summer bib salad.
that's
And prime rib sliders.
well, I'll try all of it.
Yeah, right? One of each, please. Thank you.
I'll have them all. Thanks.
Everything Pop Shopping and Dining has added a sesame chicken. The Artist Palette has removed Hunter's Pie and Hunter's Gift to the Queen. I don't know what that means. And
Cow hearts.
they've added Hunter's Harvest and Kids Chicken Strips.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
Good for the kids.
California Grill has removed the strawberry pistachio mousse cake, the peanut and banana tort, the chef's selection of artisanal cheese and white chocolate cherry creme brulee, and added lemon mousse and olive oil poppy seed cake and
Ooh.
white chocolate and vanilla bean. It's moose in quotation, so I'm gonna make it an inference that it's plant-based.
Yes.
The garden gallery is currently closed, unfortunately. But over at Disneyland, the milk stand has added green milk with Clatunian patty frog eggs. You just know how to make things sound so appetizing.
Yes.
The Tropical Hideaway has added a lumpia.
There you go.
The Carthay Circle restaurant has removed the crispy English pea fritters, the Carthay Spring Garden salad, and California asparagus toast, and added green garbanzo bean fritters, Farmer's Market stone fruit salad, one of my favorite things, and the Carthay Greek style salad back to the menu.
Very good.
I wonder if the lumpia is the pineapple.
I think it's the pork one, because the pineapple ones have been on the menu for a while.
Okay.
Okay, the pork lumpia. Nice.
And then finally at the coffee house, they have added Siete lime tortilla chips, Deep River original salted chips, Deep River rosemary and olive chips, Pro Bar peanut butter chocolate chip, Pro Bar s'mores, Mush overnight oats in vanilla dark chocolate, Joffrey's Mickey Mouse Classic Blend ground coffee, the Villas at Disneyland Hotel blend ground coffee, and Disney Encanto Familia Madrigal blend ground coffees over at the coffee house. The coffee house is reopened, so I assume that's why they've added all of these beautiful things to their menu. So
if you really like the Disney Joffrey's coffee, you can often find it at TJ Maxx.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I am a big fan of that.
There you go.
Okay.
Those are the menu updates. For real this time.
Thank you, Kat.
Are we ready to dive in to the big discussion?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time. It's ice cream time.
It is.
Are we going from 10 to 1?
Places for ice cream.
Yes.
Okay.
I put them. Did I? Yeah, I marked that right. Yes, we're going from 10 to 1, and I put like our list of stuff that didn't make it. If you want to talk about it, and we have our honorable mentions. So
well, we can get let's leave the other ones off.
Okay.
Just mention the honorable mention and then do this. Okay, so this does include, when we're talking about ice cream treat locations, it does include, of course, ice cream, but also gelato, soft serve, and if you're over in the France Pavilion, ice cream is also called glacé. So those are all what is included in this. So it doesn't include like slushies and things like that.
There you go. And we also made sure that this had everything to do with the Walt Disney World Resort parks that are owned by Disney and resorts that are owned by Disney. So things like, and I said, lickety split. How about lickety split? And you're like, oh no, it's over at the Four Seasons. No,
yeah, I didn't add them in
because it's my that would be like my number one place. So yeah, she's like disqualified. So shall we start with our honorable mention?
Yes.
Okay. So honorable mention goes to Beaches and Cream Soda Shop located at Disney's Beach Club Resort at Epcot. Now, I actually scored this pretty high up in my list. It was one of the very first places I fell in love with in terms of the resorts. But, it's the place where you can get the kitchen sink. It's the place where I get the No Way Jose. It's the place where, not only is it just fun themed, like it reminds me of when I was a kid, I used to love going to Pharrell's because I was a kid growing up in Seattle. And Kat, maybe you know this place because it's kind of a Western thing. But I said Pharrell's. Did I say It's Farrell's, not Pharrell like the singer, but Farrell's. And I used to
Will
love,
Ferrell.
Yeah, like Will Ferrell. And I used to love to have the the hand dipped ice cream cones there and all that. Really, what did I say that right?
No.
What did I say? You're laughing. Are you laughing because of? Okay,
because
so Kristen's still sick, y'all. She's still sick.
I'm not sick. I'm having asthma issues.
Symptoms.
Yes. Yeah. I'm having, yes.
So anyway, but yes, those are some of my favorites. I definitely, anytime we've been able to go to Beaches and Cream, the No Way Jose, which is a peanut butter and hot fudge sundae, extra large with chocolate morsels, whipped cream. That's like my jam. I love peanut butter, chocolate ice cream with vanilla hot fudge.
And that's the same thing I always get because I love peanut butter and I love chocolate. So
that's why it's honorable. And thank you for having me at least keep Beaches and Cream on the honorable list. All right. Number 10 is, what's at it?
Gelateria Toscana.
Yes. And if you are not familiar with this place, it is located in Epcot at the Italy Pavilion. Mm-hmm. And as many people who, if you are a longtime listener, you know that I am a huge fan of gelato. And I even have particular flavors of gelato I like. But
Kristen's suffering. Yes, go ahead.
I added this to my list because I love an affogato, and I think the affogato at Gelateria Toscana is one of the best ones in the parks. If we were doing Disneyland included in this, then Schmoozies, where I get my affogato at Disneyland, would be on the list as well. But for a delicious affogato with espresso and gelato to take and walk around with at Epcot, this is the place to be. They'll also do it with hot chocolate if you're not a coffee drinker. But it's just spectacular, in my opinion.
You know, I don't think that I've ever had an affogato.
Really?
But I feel like I need to now.
It's one of my favorite things. It's so simple.
Yeah.
I typically get the Copa del Nono. As we also know, I love amaretto. So the amaretto cookie always tells me. Yeah.
I'm basic, y'all. Give me a milkshake any day of the week. I mean, not to mention the gelati is great. And so if you're up for awesome gelati, which I'm always up for as well, great. Go for it. Go with my personal favorite, the chocolate chip or cookies and cream. Either one of those are my personal favorites.
I do like espresso gelato. Like if I'm just going to have a scoop here, it's going to be the espresso.
Mm-hmm.
There you
go. I mean, as a kid, my favorite flavor, not as like a little kid, but as like a teenager, my favorite flavor was the Java one at Baskin Robbins. And I would
Java chip.
At one time, and I weighed 92 pounds, I would sit and eat an entire quart of that by myself.
Oh my gosh.
Wowzers.
Oh yeah.
Wowzers.
And I mean, I could eat like that all the time and not gain a pound. Now I'd probably gain 5 pounds if I ate that.
You and my dad love ice cream. My dad loves ice cream so much. He's an ice cream head. I love ice cream too, but boy, you guys really love ice cream. Anyway.
It's very particular flavors that I like though.
Pistachio.
Yes, I don't like your mainstream. Like you're gonna go chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. I'm like,
I'm very basic.
I'll skip the ice cream. Like I want the good stuff.
The good stuff. Okay. Did we wrap this up? Moving on?
That was number 10.
Okay.
So number 9.
Number 9. I feel like we're doing another Disney list. I should bring out the old numbers. Vivoli El Gelato, and very this usually scores high marks for me, just because I love the gelato. You can find that over there at Disney Springs. Ask Kristen. She'll tell you once, twice, three times that she's a cannoli girl all day, every day. So pair the cannoli with the ice cream or the gelato, and you make for a really awesome snack.
Can you keep it there for me?
Okay, yeah. You want me to put it up here?
Yes, please.
Okay, sorry. I have like 3 monitors set up
It's
here.
It's very hard for me to read there.
No problem. Well,
thank you.
I just didn't want it to block. So anyway, one of my personal favorites is actually, well, I've done the coconut, which is really good. But once again, they have some of Kristen's favorite, pistachio, salted caramel, big thumbs up. I've done the hazelnut with the coconut together, which is like Nutella death by Nutella, a little bit of coconut. So those are some of my favorites. Chocolate hazelnut is also very good. So awesome.
I love how much variety they have here for the gelato flavors, because there's tons of them and they're unique too. I mean, you've got Amarena, which is a black cherry. That's one I used to get. I love that. You mentioned the pistachio. They've got cinnamon. And if you've never had cinnamon ice cream or gelato, definitely, if you like cinnamon and you like churros and that kind of, like, it's not cinnamon like red hot cinnamon. It's like legit cinnamon.
Legit cinnamon.
So good. I do think it's interesting. They have a Guinness ice cream here, or Guinness gelato here.
That must be, I have not tried that, but I see myself
next time we may have to.
Yes.
But lots of unique ones that you can't just get anywhere. And if gelato is not your thing and you are a dairy-free person, they do have sorbetto.
Yep.
And they have hog flavored, which is super cool.
And they also will have cat's affogato, So if I didn't mention this before, it is at Disney Springs over there at the landing.
Yeah, it's right across from where the boathouse is.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just right there. And it's definitely a place that we stop to all the time. So
anyway. They're not on here right now because it's just summer and their summer flavors are pretty basic, but they also do really great seasonal flavors. Like sometimes during the year they have the black sesame gelato, which is amazing.
Yes.
And they do peppermint and stuff for Christmas time. So yeah, there are lots of great options over here.
And I love the presentation there too. Presentation just is so rich, and they always have the ice cream tins just stuffed to the gills, so it always looks super pleasant when you go in there and you just want to take a bite of everything and sample everything. So anyway.
And that was number 9.
Number 9. And now we're up to number 8. He's going to take a stab at this.
I'm going to let Kat, because I feel like I'm going to cough.
What? Ghirardelli's soda fountain and chocolate shop is our number 8. And there's lots of things to have Ghirardelli's, especially because Ghirardelli's is both at Walt Disney World and at Disneyland at California Adventure. But they have so many things to choose from, including their mini world famous hot fudge sundae, their non-dairy hot fudge sundae, which we love to see options, the Ocean Beach sea salt caramel sundae, which I know is a crowd favorite.
If they make best sea salted caramel, I love it.
The Mint Bliss hot fudge sundae with mint chocolate chip, strawberry passion hot fudge sundae with strawberry and vanilla, delicious. And of course, if you're going to go to Ghirardelli's, you have to get the Golden Gate banana split.
Yes.
Which has vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate ice creams topped with crushed pineapple, sweetened strawberries, and handmade hot fudge. Served with a banana, whipped cream, diced almonds, and a cherry.
That to me is the classic banana split.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I think that if you really want a taste of the very best, that is kind of what it is. Plus, Ghirardelli is based out of course, San Francisco. So that's their home. They know how to do it. They make some of the best chocolate in the world, in my opinion. Never go wrong with it. And yeah.
So My two go-tos here are the Ocean Beach sea salt, and I get it with the dark chocolate fudge because that's just amazing. And then the other one that I like to get is the Mint Bliss hot fudge sundae. There are days that I just really crave mint chocolate chip. As a kid, that was like my favorite was mint chocolate chip.
For me, it's all about the hot fudge of the hot fudge sundae.
Oh yes,
It's just the Ghirardelli hot fudge is like the best. I mean, they have it right there in front of you. It's just coming out.
You know what's really crazy is our daughter, not too long ago, had a hot fudge sundae at McDonald's, and her brother eats the whole entire thing. She's like avoiding the hot fudge.
Oh,
and I said to her, I was like,
our daughter?
I said to her, I was like, what are you doing? Why are you not eating that? I don't really like it. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I don't know.
I was like, I am going to have to eat all that fudge then.
And
so please give me your sundae.
And you don't have a problem with it either.
No, but I really wish she liked it because that is something I just love is good hot fudge.
Well, anytime you order a sundae now, you can just have the hot fudge part. There
you go.
Okay.
And just a quick shout out before we wrap up Ghirardelli's is once again, I love shakes. They are amazing. Key lime pie shake, FTW. So there you go.
Okay, I'm a little upset. Apparently, I haven't gone to Ghirardelli's in a long time. Because they used to have like a non-ice cream sundae.
Yeah.
That had like sorbet or something in it that I really loved, and it's not on this menu anymore.
Oh, no.
I don't know when they got rid of it because it was wonderful.
Huh.
It had like raspberry sorbet and chocolate. It was so good.
Interesting.
Was
it at the Disney World location or the Disney? Okay.
It was at both, and I just checked the Disneyland one to see if I was going crazy. It's not on there either anymore.
Maybe it's an off menu item, Kat.
Yeah, or maybe it's seasonal. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Knows.
I always love their printed menu with all the pictures because then you look at it and you go, "Ooh, I want one of everything." It all looks good.
Whoever's taking the pictures over there, A+, you deserve a raise. Peace. Done. Period.
You want more.
Agree. Yeah. All right, who's taking the stab at the next one? Kristen?
Okay, at number 7 is Plaza Ice Cream Parlor, located on Main Street at the end here. I think the one thing that draws people to this is other than like its location and you're getting ice cream, is it's so welcoming when you go in, because it has that old timey ice cream shop look and feel to it. So it just makes you kind of like take a step back in time.
It's a turn of the century ice cream shop.
And I think that makes you want to eat the ice cream there more.
I agree. It is inviting. But the other thing that's super inviting is the waffle cones.
That's true because they're on. And they're on display. You can see them.
I am a moth to the flame. Some people like the churro cart smell. Some people absolutely love the popcorn smell, which I do because it's the first thing that wafts to you when you walk through the arch of Main Street, USA, through the train station. Take a whiff. But as you walk further down, what draws my nose is the smell of the waffle cones. And even though I don't always get ice cream when I'm there, because let's be honest, I'm running and gunning you, Kristen, or with the kids pushing a stroller. Pretty inconvenient to be having ice cream at that time. Usually I want to sit down and have it. Yeah. That's where once again, that's where the dad grab and go is there, and the s'more shake is right there. It's just like, that's wonderful.
I was gonna say the s'more shake. I mean, you got marshmallows, graham crackers, and chocolate sauce.
All the major food groups.
I mean,
Right. But they also
doesn't want
have,
that.
yes, and they also have a no sugar added raspberry sorbet for those. And then they also have plant-based frozen desserts available, and I'm sure they change them every now and again as well. So a wide variety. And if you're not a fan of the dairy, they have opportunities for you to have fun there too. So
The other cool thing is you can get handmade ice cream cookie sandwiches.
I do like that. Okay. Kat, I think you should take this one.
What's next on the list? Oh, of course, pineapple lanai. We love pineapple lanai. As I said when we were talking about Dole Whip Day, Dole Whip is undisputed number one snack. Period. And I love the pineapple lanai because it's so nice to sit out there after you get your Dole Whip or your boozy Dole Whip or your float or whatever you want, whatever they have as the seasonal item, and just enjoy it out there in front of the water. I don't know if they do the little show anymore at Polynesian, but they used to do like a little show and you could watch the show and sit out there and it was nice. Or you sit by the pool or you just like drink in the tackiness of the Polynesian
You call it tacky?
lobby.
I call it. I'm going to call
So kitsch. It's kitsch and camp and tack, and I love it so much. But even though their menu is small, it's small but mighty, and it's been there since the 70s because it works.
There you go. I agree.
I like, and I agree with Kat. It's like consuming the Dole Whip, but in that whole environment, you just feel like you're at some Polynesian place that
I hope so. Be in a Polynesian resort. No, it
that
puts
you
you in the
want to
mood.
be at, like kind of laid back, calm kind of feel.
Yeah, it's the whole, the whole culture of it all, which is great. And if it's not having a pineapple float, Dole Whip pineapple float there, pineapple lanai, I'm going to be right around the corner having a lapu lapu for real.
That's true. You would be there.
I would be there with my rum pineapple for sure.
You'd have to bring yours down to Kat and I at Pineapple and I.
Yes.
There you go.
100%. That's where I'd be. Okay. Next up
is, and we are at number 5.
Number 5.
And number 5 is one of my favorites, storybook treats. Now, if you had asked me about this place pre-pandemic, I would have said, no, I always walk by there. I don't ever get anything there. Something about having kids and being in that whole fantasy land and them being so excited about the environment they're in and getting to see princesses and getting to ride the princess attractions and all that kind of stuff somehow makes me want to go to Storybook Treats. I don't know what it is.
You want an
but
ice cream.
Every time we are in that area, I have to go there. And I think one of the things that has drawn me in there over the years is the fact that these sundaes and the cones are all themed to the princesses.
Yep.
And they have these unique flavors that they're putting together there and unique colors. And it's pretty and colorful. And you have, there's always some kind of like limited edition special one that's not like on the main menu that you can get. And often those are really cool and fun and delicious.
Must try. It's a whimsical fantasy about it all, Kristen, right? I mean, it's playful like the kids, and I feel like being a kid along with them. And so soft serve it up, baby.
And you've got the Rapunzel sundae, which is a shortcake with the wild berry soft serve. And then you have the Dole Whip lemon topped with a berry compote and then the pretty sugar flowers. So that's delicious. Or you could do the Aurora cone, which is Dole Whip strawberry, and it's got blue soft serve, and it's topped with white chocolate crisp pearls, and it comes in the pretty colorful sugar cone. I mean, those things just draw me in when I'm there. So yeah, so I can't skip it anymore. It's like I have to go.
Well, and it's got that variety, that uniqueness. So,
yes, like they were doing the 7 dwarf cones at one time, and that was cool.
Love those.
So yes.
Yeah, they definitely started that whole seasonal item trend over at Storybook, and it's obviously grown and progressed to most of the rest of the places in the park that serve soft serve.
It's
I love.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Gives them a chance to do some really unique things at Disney with, coloring the cones or flavoring them and having so many different flavors and colors of soft serve that you've got the villains ones that come out around Halloween time and stuff, which we'll talk about a place that we get those. So
yeah,
a little bit.
Love it.
Kat, you might as well take this.
No,
too.
you need to take
Should
this.
I take it?
You need to take
it.
Yeah, you have to take it because yeah.
All right. So this is for me the place.
We're at number 4, right?
Number
4.
So
well, maybe I should do it.
Yes, I think you should do it at number 4.
And then you should do the next one for sure.
Okay.
Sure. Take it, Kat.
We're back. We're doing this. It's all happening. Aloha Isle.
Okay.
Need I say more? More Dole Whip, all the Dole Whip, every flavor of Dole Whip all day long. We love the Tropical Serenade, which has the pog juice, the coconut soft serve. I just love the coconut soft serve. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's so good. Like, it shouldn't be as good as it is. And when it's mixed with the Dole original pineapple, it's like a tiny pina colada. It's a cup of vacation. So good.
100%. I'm with you.
Yes. I know that Sunshine Tree Terrace is not on this list. It didn't make the list. I'm very hurt. But if I'm in the Magic Kingdom and I want a Dole Whip and I can't go to Sunshine Tree Terrace, whatever, I definitely hit up Aloha Isle and I get that coconut because it's so good. And again, they always have a really delightful seasonal option over there. Sometimes it's on the menu, sometimes it's not, but usually they have something interesting that you can try. For a while, it was the Hey Hey Cone, which was great. It was so cute. And I think they had like a Moana one too at one point. So lots of choices, and it's a standard. You can't go wrong.
I'm with you 100%. I'm a big fan of the Tropical Serenade, of course, and the pineapple upside down cake, but also the coconut cup. You can't go wrong. And yes, the Serenade it was on my list initially, but I thought I was going to try to spread out the love because we talked about, Pineapple Lanai, serving up the Dole Whip at the resort, Aloha Isle, and the terrace. What are you going to do? I was kind of torn because they're very close together.
Too many things to choose from.
I know there's a lot to choose from. I just had to make a decision, one or the other.
We could do just one on soft serve.
And we probably will before this podcast draws to a fade.
I do want to say that last time we went to Aloha Isle and did the coconut soft serve, we got that for the kids because we thought, okay, we know they like coconut. They'll be all about that one. And then we got raspberry and then one of the other things. And I absolutely fell in love with their coconut soft serve that I was like, can I just like take it from them
It's
and
the bomb.
eat all of it? Which I did not do. I did not do. I went back later and got the coconut soft serve for myself.
Yeah. She fell
I
in
don't know
love.
what it is. I'm like fell in
It's so good.
It's so good. And it's, for me,
It's so good.
even a smoother texture.
Yes.
Silkier, it's
I
smooth,
don't know. I
super.
don't know what they do to it. It's got crack in it.
Well, coconut milk inherent of itself, and I don't know how if they use like real coconut milk or whatever, but it's silky enough. I mean, I drink.
Yeah.
I'm lactose intolerant, so ice cream is a blessing and a curse for me. Most Filipinos are lactose intolerant, from what I understand, but the coconut's great.
I think that's a very Asian thing, and that's why you often see things like kakigori,
Yes,
that kind of stuff, because of the lactose intolerant, which then you have other places like Italy that don't have that problem, and they're like, let's put gelato places like every
On
fifth.
every corner. Yeah.
yeah, which is great because we love to eat it, but then you pay the price. So
I'm glad I don't have that problem.
okay, where are we? Okay, next up is number 3. And here we're going to travel all the way back to Epicot. And we have here L'Artisan de Glaces.
No, de glace.
The Glaces. Glace. Yes. At World Showcase, France. Here we are. And once again, super inviting, but very small place. Right? So but what's great about it is the glace is just wonderful. A lot of variety and a lot of things you don't normally see.
Very unique flavors.
Unique flavors: cinnamon, caramel, apple ice cream. All right, caramel is pecan ice cream. So a lot of blends, a lot of different combinations here. Of course, a big fan of caramel, so the caramel fleur de sel ice cream, and they also have a bunch of different sorbets. But I think that I'm down with the candied peanuts and chocolate peanut fudge ice cream. Once again, two great tastes that go great together: peanuts and chocolate.
Now, their menu also changes. You will find some different flavors depending on the season. And one year I remember going in there and it was spring because it was during Flower and Garden. And they had a lemon meringue ice cream. And I was like,
Ooh.
that looks interesting. I am going to have that. And it was one of the only times that I did not do an ice cream martini. I just got the ice cream. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It was way, way better than I expected it to be. I expected to be okay. But I was like, I'm going to try it because it sounds very unique. I've never seen a lemon meringue ice cream anywhere. And so that's why I tried it. And yeah, if that's on the menu anytime I'm there, that's like, I have to have it.
While I talk about this, can you help the cat get off the guitars over here? We had a cat sneak into the studio. The ice cream martini, as you alluded to, that was the first thing I ever had at this place. 2 scoops of whatever ice cream you want with a shot of Grand Marnier with whipped cream, vodka, or rum. And I had the Grand Marnier, of course, because when in France. And it's just it's mind blowing, so good.
And it's served in a
martini
plastic
glass.
martini glass.
Yeah, so a must do for me. All right, we're nearing the top, y'all. We have 2. So this is number 2.
So do they use a wheat ingredient in theirs? Cat.
Oh no, I'm sure they don't.
Okay.
But because they do all of the like donutty things in there, I just stay away for my own safety.
Is the possible cross contamination? Yes.
Yes. I just, not that they have any sort of issue. I don't know anyone that's had an allergic reaction there. It's just my personal preference because my allergy is so severe. Even if they are scooping ice cream and putting that same scoop onto a donut and then putting the scoop back into the ice cream, I can't be sure that that's not happening. And if I can't be sure, I'm not willing to take that risk.
There you go.
So if you have just a regular celiac or a gluten intolerance that's not as super severe, you might be fine there. And I won't say one way or the other because I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV. And it always smells delicious over there. But again, I'm not confident enough to take the risk, unfortunately.
Yes, when you carry an EpiPen, different.
It's one of those things. One of those things where I have to pick and choose.
Yeah.
What risk is worth the risk,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because a little bit of cross contamination for one person could be absolutely nothing, but for you, it could be life threatening.
Yeah, it could be catastrophic, unfortunately, but it is what it is.
Okay. Where are we at?
Number two. Number two happens to be back at Disney Springs at one of our new favorites. This is Salt and Straw. And you talk about artisan made ice creams and super unique. Unique.
Yeah,
they
that's
have
what I was going to say.
flavors.
That's what makes this place stand out from the others is they have some very wild and crazy flavors that they come up with. I will try almost anything, but when you are putting like crickets in your ice cream, that's where I'm like, okay, that's too unique for me.
I mean, that's some, let's face it, that's some Iron Chef level stuff they're putting together because it's like, what's in your secret pantry? Crickets. Okay, let's do some Bobby Flay or Marimoto stuff and just put it in the ice cream maker. That's what they always do.
They always have like classic flavors that are on the menu, but then they also do each month. There are 6 unique seasonal monthly flavors. So let's mention some of the classic flavors to kind of give people a little bit of idea before we get into the seasonal stuff that often brings, it brings it up another notch.
Okay, let's.
So what is your favorite of the classic flavors?
Well, I've had a few, which is great. One of my favorites is a salted malted chocolate chip cookie dough. And once the kids tried it, they could not stop. Daddy, can I have more of yours? Can I try more of yours? Can I have more of yours? Like, dang it, kids, these are mine. So, nonetheless, I acquiesced. And so I went ahead and gave them a lot of mine. But that's okay. Because at least, you have a couple bites and you're in heaven. Now, unfortunately, Kat, this has wheat. Mm-hmm. But it is great. But there are others as well. I've also had the cinnamon snickerdoodle, which is also very good. Kristen's had the honey lavender, which is yummy.
Wait, I didn't ask you what I had. You're
I'm
talking
just going
about
through
you.
the menu here. Okay. Chocolate ooey gooey chocolate brownie. And of course, they also have a peanut brittle fudge caramel in there as well. I like the consistency, the thickness when it certainly it's just a very rich ice cream, and it's not a gelato in consistency where gelatos tend to be gelatinous because of there's so much egg in it, but this ice cream is probably one of the richest kind of ice cream experiences. Super creamy, which I like a lot. And chunky. When they put stuff in their ice cream, there are chunks of it, and I like to have that experience of having the silky cream ice cream part, but also biting into something that is legitimate. Like it's not like little chocolate chips; it's like a big piece of something. So it's a dessert on so many different levels, which is nice. Anyway, sorry, Kristen, go ahead.
I will say I do like the olive oil. It's very velvety. Very unique flavor. Definitely more of like an earthy taste because it is,
It says grassy. It says tropical and grassy notes, and yes, you can taste the grassiness of it, the earthiness.
My favorite is, as Aljon mentioned, I love the honey lavender, and they do a fantastic honey lavender ice cream here. So if you like honey lavender ice creams, definitely try theirs. Right now, they have seasonal flavors. One that is very unique that I would definitely try would be the goat cheese Marionberry habanero. It's a goat cheese frozen yogurt, and it has swirls of a Marionberry habanero jam in it.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I like it. You have that because it's going to be hot, but then you have all that like milk from the ice cream,
goat cheese,
the frozen, all of that to like cool that out.
Yeah, that Marionberry habanero jam just sounds just wonderful to me. So, yeah. Anyway,
my favorite is the strawberry honey balsamic with black pepper.
I've had
their regular.
Yeah,
it's so good.
That's
all I have.
That's all you have.
Delicious. Peace. Done. Period.
Another seasonal flavor that I think is going to be a little bit more like a lot more people would be into this, and is that Wild Forge berry slab pie. They've got salted vanilla ice cream, which I've never tried before, and it's got chunks of double baked pie crust as well as swirls of the wild berry jam.
I'm so down with that. It's like a rhubarb pie.
Yeah, they're like picnicky flavors. This are really good.
Not rhubarb. What was I going to say?
It reminds me of the wild berry pie that you get. Was it Marie Callender's or one of those?
That's it.
There's a huckleberry cornbread pudding ice cream. That sounds interesting.
Let's face it, they all sound good.
I don't know.
Except for the crickets.
That cricket ice cream. And I can't remember what month they always bring it back in. I'm like,
it's Halloween.
Halloween, isn't it?
After I said it, I was like, it's for Halloween because I remember the other weird flavors.
I'm just waiting for them to come out with a pickle jam ice cream for Cat.
Oh
yes, please.
Pickle jam
Let me read you my strongly worded letter that I've written about pickle sorbet.
Pickle. I was gonna say, just a pickle sorbet, just so Cat can have it.
Pickle sorbet with chamoy and tahine. Period.
Wowzers! I think Kristen just needs to try to make you something. And
how am I gonna get it there?
I don't know. Just come over to the house, Cat. Just take some time.
Okay.
Just hop on the plane tomorrow. Come over.
Be our guest.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, take some time. Okay.
Okay, and that puts us then at
number one. Swirls on the water.
Oh, that was terrible.
Sorry.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
I had to do it. Had to be done.
Yeah.
When am I ever going to sing that?
Ugh.
Anyway.
Yeah, Swirls on the Water is just like top tier, A-list. It's I feel like it's the newest of all of these. Maybe Salt and Straw is a little newer.
But I also feel like this place too, they frequently change the menu.
No, yeah, exactly. That they're like, they took that idea of like the seasonal and then just expanded on it and like put it on steroids and gave it its own home. And I love that.
Yeah. I think
even though it's only been there for a short time, I think it's grown to be favorites of a lot of people, including us.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have such an interesting scope of things.
Yeah.
Did I cut you off, Kristen? I apologize. What were you saying?
No. I almost feel like this is like the test kitchen that everybody gets to try, like they're like, ooh, let's try doing this like really crazy, flavor and see if people buy into it, because it's not in I think it's in a terrible location. It's
Yep.
so far to the marketplace end. It's not convenient to get to. So you really have to like go out of your way to go there. But I feel that it's absolutely worth it.
Mhm.
I mean, well, of course I do. I truck all the way out there and I'm like, now I'm ready for my ice cream. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. Like, yeah.
One of everything, please. Thank you.
I'm already here. Might as well go for broke.
But everything changes here often. I love the stuff that they do at Halloween. Was it Maleficent?
Yeah.
Is that
They had like a pistachio something.
yeah? And it was green and purple, but it was so good.
Yeah.
You're right about the whole test kitchen situation because that's a great way to kind of test market things. They can get a bunch of, data on what flavors work and what the feedback is about it and implement it across the parks if people dig it.
I mean, where else are you going to get the watermelon swirl?
Nowhere right now. That's the only place.
I mean, orange and watermelon swirl with orange Fanta.
Yes, please.
I mean,
exactly.
it's so cool. Yeah.
Mhm. And right now they have like summery flavors, but when I was there in March, they had that like flambéed banana caramel swirl for their seasonal, and it was incredible.
Off the
You know,
chain.
I wish there was a way, like Disney had a way that when you were there, if there was something like everybody could fill out like a little sheet, like, oh, like if they really love it, like here, like mark this little sheet off and put it in this box. And
Bring back the ones that are the most popular.
Vote a kiosk where you
so
can
that way they
vote.
know, like, oh my gosh, people really, really love this one. And we need to like bring this one back, or we need to put it on a permanent menu at one of the many other soft serve locations.
Mhm.
Well, if there's one thing that we've learned over the course of the last few shows is that we love Dole Whips. And it is the undisputed king of snacks, soft served whips, all of it. And thank you. I guess that's a wrap. Or should I say that's
So what
a
I
wrap?
want to know from everybody is what places did we miss that you're like, oh no, this is my number one and we didn't have it on the list? Or which ones were you like, oh my gosh, that was a favorite? Like, I didn't
believe I
know
voted for
that, like, let us know. We want to know what your thoughts are on our list and what would be on yours. And yeah, we would love to talk about it on a future show.
I tell you, putting that list together was pretty amazing, gang. We actually, very scientific methodology when doing some of this stuff.
I'll be starting my Justice for Sunshine Tree Terrace hashtag.
I feel like we need to make you a special sticker now.
You're probably right. You're probably right. But it's okay. You can be that way. I'm down with that. Anyway. Why don't we just go ahead? Are we going to wrap it up now?
I'm ready.
That's wonderful. Let's cue that music again.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Before Krista loses her voice.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And while you are at it, to help all those algorithms, you can also give us 5-star reviews and share our podcast because it helps us a ton. You can also support us with a little bit of money in our tip jar wherever you choose to support your podcasts and listen to them. Or you can head over to diningatdisney.com. You can shop our links. We've got one of your favorite places to shop, Amazon, as well as the Disney Store. And if you're headed to Walt Disney World, we have Kingdom Strollers and Garden Grocer for you. Aljon, tell everybody where they can find you.
Our latest and greatest social media site, which is facebook.com/. Dining at Disney podcast. Make sure you put the podcast on the end of that. And we're also on all the other great platforms as well. And you can find me personally at Aljongo, ALJONGO, on Instagram. And you can also follow my other podcast with former Disney creative and world-renowned award-winning author Dave Bossert called Skull Rock Podcast, which is the weekly show about all things pop culture and animation film. And feel free to subscribe to it on all your favorite podcast platforms.
And you can find me at Catastrophe on Instagram at CAT_ASTROPHE. And you can listen to my podcast, Eat the Pictures, wherever you get your podcasts. It's all over the place. It's becoming a real problem. If you haven't already, join our Facebook group, Dining at Disney, and check out our friends, the Disney Dorks and the Source Radio Fun Zone. Source Radio, of course, can be found at srsounds.com or on their app. Until next time, I've been Kat. That's been Aljon and Kristen. We're going to get ice cream. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.